Weird habits of smart people explained. Let's get right into it. Number 1. Talking to yourself. Picture this. You're pacing around the house muttering like you're narrating your own documentary. Okay. Step 1. Find the wallet. Step 2. Realize I left it in yesterday's pants. It might look odd, but in reality, you're giving your brain a turbo boost. Talking to yourself isn't just noise, it's cognitive engineering. When you verbalize thoughts, your brain processes them twice. Once as you generate the idea, and again as you hear it. That double loop cements memory and clarifies thinking. It's the reason athletes bark instructions at themselves mid-game, or why you mutter, "Focus, focus," during a tough task. It also works as emotional regulation. Whispering, "It's fine," when it's obviously not fine? That's your brain soothing itself with language, like a built-in therapist. And don't underestimate its power in problem-solving. Explaining a process out loud reduces errors. Try building IKEA furniture without mumbling step by step, and you'll end up with a bookshelf that doubles as a trapezoid. So no, you're not crazy. You're just outsourcing some heavy lifting to your vocal cords. Next time someone stares at you in the supermarket while you narrate your shopping list, just tell them you're running a live beta test of your brain. Number 2. The wit of sarcasm. Sarcasm isn't just snappy attitude, it's intellectual gymnastics. When you drop a sarcastic line, your brain is performing a linguistic triple backflip. First, you understand the literal meaning. Then, you twist it into irony. Deliver it with the right tone, and expect your listener to decode the hidden punchline in real time. That's why quick sarcasm is linked to high intelligence. It demands fast pattern recognition, social awareness, and impeccable timing. Think of it as the Formula One race of conversation. Blink, and you'll miss it. But sarcasm isn't just about humor. It's also a bonding tool. Trading sarcastic remarks with friends shows trust and shared understanding. It's like saying, "We're smart enough to play with words, and we know neither of us means it literally." Of course, sarcasm has its risks. Drop it in the wrong crowd and you'll sound like a jerk instead of a genius. But used right, it's your secret weapon. A mix of charm, intellect, and a dash of mischief. So the next time someone tells you sarcasm isn't smart, just smile and say, "Wow, groundbreaking insight." Number 3. Daydreaming power. You're staring out the window, lost in thought, while someone drones on about quarterly reports. From the outside, it looks like you've checked out. But inside your head, whole worlds are being built. You're rewriting old conversations, imagining alternate endings, or wondering if you could survive on a deserted island with only 3 snacks and a roll of duct tape. That wandering mind is anything but idle. Neuroscientists call it the default mode network, and it's linked to creativity and problem-solving. Your brain uses daydreaming to connect dots between seemingly unrelated ideas. That's why the best ideas pop into your head when you're brushing your teeth, not when you're grinding through a spreadsheet. Even history's brightest minds leaned on this power. Einstein's theory of relativity? Sparked by him imagining what it would feel like to ride alongside a beam of light. Not exactly a boardroom brainstorm. Daydreaming lets your brain rehearse possibilities, explore what-ifs, and make creative leaps no one else sees. So next time someone calls you out for spacing out, just tell them you're doing high-level mental simulations. Sounds way better than, "Sorry, I was thinking about pizza." Number 4. Zoning out smartly. You're mid-conversation, nodding along, when suddenly your brain drifts into another dimension. 5 minutes later, you snap back to reality with no idea what was just said. To most people, zoning out looks like you're rude or disinterested. In truth, your brain just took a quick detour into turbo processing mode. Smart minds juggle more background thoughts than average. Imagine your brain as a browser with 50 tabs open. One tab is small talk about the neighbor's cat, but the others are running simulations, solving problems, or replaying your cringiest childhood moment in 4 Kelvin. Sometimes the cat tab just crashes. But here's the upside. Zoning out often leads to breakthroughs. That's why your best aha moments arrive when you're walking, showering, or doing anything other than focusing. Your mind connects ideas while your conscious self is on autopilot. Sure, it's awkward when someone asks, "Are you even listening?" and you've got nothing. But in the long run, zoning out isn't a bug. It's a feature. It means your brain is busy exploring hidden pathways instead of staying chained to the obvious. Number 5. Forget simple, solve complex. You can't remember where you left your charger, but you can explain a tricky plot twist from a 3-season television show like you wrote it. This contradiction isn't carelessness. It's how your brain allocates resources. Smart minds are like ruthless editors. They cut out what they consider trivial like birthdays, passwords, or the fact that you were supposed to water the plant yesterday so they can devote energy to the heavy stuff. Think of it as mental triage. Your brain decides solving abstract problems is more valuable than remembering whether you already put your keys in your bag. This selective memory can be frustrating. Sure, forgetting simple things makes you look scatterbrained. But it's also what allows you to focus intensely on complex problems, analyze patterns, or memorize obscure facts about space travel at 3 a.m. You're not absent-minded, you're optimized. So if people tease you about forgetting little things, you can remind them, if you remember, that your brain's busy working on harder, more important equations. Losing your keys is the trade-off for unlocking mental puzzles most people can't even start. Number 6. Overthinking mode. You say thanks instead of thank you, and suddenly your brain is replaying that moment like a crime scene investigation. Welcome to the world of overthinking, where every small decision gets treated like it's life or death. High IQ brains are wired for hyperanalysis. They run endless simulations, stress test choices, and then second-guess themselves 5 minutes later. It's not anxiety so much as your mind refusing to settle on just one possibility. From picking what to eat for dinner to deciding if you should hit send on that text, your thoughts are like lawyers arguing in a courtroom. It can be exhausting, yes, but it also makes you sharper. Overthinking forces you to see situations from multiple perspectives, anticipate outcomes, and catch details others miss. It's like running risk analysis software 247, even if it means you take 20 minutes to choose between 2 pairs of socks. So don't hate your overthinking. It's not a flaw. It's your brain's way of making sure no stone is left unturned. Just maybe give yourself a break when the decision is between tacos or pizza. Number 7. Bored by small talk. So, how about this weather? If that line makes your soul want to climb out of your body, you're not broken. You're just wired differently. Small talk is like feeding fast food to a gourmet brain. Sure, it fills the silence, but it doesn't nourish your mind. People with high intelligence crave conversations with substance. You'd rather debate whether time travel could ever work or discuss the psychology behind a movie plot than chat about what Karen brought to the office potluck. Your dopamine system, the part of your brain that rewards you for interesting ideas, doesn't light up for chit-chat. It wants novelty, challenge, depth. This can make parties awkward. While others are happily circling the snack table, you're secretly hoping someone will bring up philosophy or at least ask a what-if question. It's not that you're antisocial, it's that your brain equates surface-level chatter with boredom. So if you feel drained by small talk, embrace it. It's not a social failure. It's proof your brain is hunting for ideas that spark, not fluff that fizzles. Number 8. Questioning rules. Rules say, that's just how it's done. Your brain hears that and instantly thinks, but why? This reflex to challenge authority isn't defiance for its own sake. It's curiosity in overdrive. Smart people instinctively analyze whether a rule makes sense. If it's logical, fine. But if it's outdated, unfair, or just plain silly, your neurons demand an upgrade. That's why "because I said so" grates on you. It's not an explanation, it's an excuse. This habit of questioning rules has driven innovation throughout history. Imagine if scientists had blindly accepted the flat Earth idea, or if doctors never challenged leeches as medicine. Progress comes from people who dare to ask, what if we tried something different? Sure, this trait might irritate bosses, teachers, or anyone who prefers tradition. But it's also what makes you a problem solver, a reformer, maybe even a rebel genius. You're not breaking rules for fun, you're dissecting them for logic. And often, that's where real change begins. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.